Hey, it's Mother Funny Time with Andie and Angie.
2 cousins, 8 kids, 1 grandkid, 2 states.
And a whole lot of fun. Woo! Welcome back. Welcome back, Mother Funny Tribe. We love you. 143, we love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. From Angie and Andy.
XO.
We hope that your kids' Valentine's Day parties are full of amazing boxes and goodies.
Yes.
And we are so excited. I want to say, though, that Valentine's Day is very different for moms than it is for dads. Angie was saying something about when we were recording last time. What did Ryan say to you when you asked him his thoughts on Valentine's Day? And this was like a few days ago. Yeah, so tell us, what did Ryan say?
Okay, you guys, this is a few days ago. And
hold on. I also want to preface that Angie has been working hard on Valentine's Day stuff for a while. Like, she had her shirt from Etsy ordered in January or December. I don't even know. Like, everything. She has had it set because it's so busy. She's done. Okay, so tell us what Ryan
I already
said.
had to get the kids their Valentines. Like, the kids go through Pinterest to find out what Valentines they want to give their friends. And so, like, you have to order it, and then you kind of make it, all the things. And so it was last night, and I asked him, I'm sorry, this was a couple days ago. And I asked him, like, hey, what are your thoughts about Valentine's Day? And he goes, is today Valentine's Day? I was like, no! Valentine's Day is not till, like, next week. He's where Andy is. And just like, what? Valentine's Day? When?
See, that's the thing.
He's already over there.
We're only like a year apart, even though his kids are still young.
Ryan's kids
He's
are
already
the ages of Andy's grandkid.
Yeah, I know.
So he's in Andy's era, except we have the young children.
Is.
I was like, no. Anyway, It was super, super funny. I was like, nope, it's not. It's coming up next week. So he now knows. Now that today's Valentine's Day, he's aware. He's helped out with the project.
He better be.
All the kids' things. I'm like, I need your help. That printer has been going with those labels. You know, round the clock.
Oh, I bet.
Because as kids get older, too, you go from like the class party of buy 22 Valentines for every classmate, and then you buy the teacher Valentine's Day gift, to like they only want to give their their friends that are girls or their galentines, you know, like specific presents. So it's only, you're going from like buying 22 smaller items to buying maybe 8 specific items for their friends because they're in middle school or they're, you know, in the older upper elementary grades. So it kind of has shifted too. Honestly, sometimes those elementary school, like 22, busted out, you're done. Like, there's thought before, like, how you're going to make it, but then it's done. But when it's older and a lot more thoughtful, it's like, oh, you want your friends to think you cared
it's
about
like
them?
Christmas.
Now I have to help make that craft? What?
Oh. Mom, I need you to make my friends know that I care about them, is what I'm hearing.
That way they feel special, because everybody wants to feel special on Valentine's Day. That's such a good day to tell someone you love them, you appreciate them, you care for them, they're important to you. That's what Valentine's Day really is about, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, or whether you're a cousin. I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you.
You want to hear the coolest thing, though, which is by far my favorite thing about Valentine's Day of all time? Teachers receive the most Valentines out of anybody, because pretty much every student in their class gives them a Valentine. And I think that is by far the best thing ever. Teachers, doctors, nurses, firefighters, police officers. Those are people who all should feel appreciated at least one day a year.
Yes. I know all the teachers are like, we want dry erase markers. We want Amazon gift cards. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Angie has looked up the history or knows the history.
No, we're not talking about the history.
But we're not. I know. But she said we can't because there's sadness in it. And since I got intrusive thoughts last time, I have to give up the history of Valentine's Day this episode. But you can look it up for yourself. But Angie does have some more fun facts, uplifting, happy facts.
I mean, Andy, if you want to share it and bring this podcast down, go ahead.
I think it's such a great history.
Of course you do.
I have an intrusive thought right now of just yelling it out. No, just kidding. Okay. Go ahead. Give us some facts.
Okay,
facts.
you ready? Every year, over
Yes.
1 billion Valentines are sent around the world. That's a lot of love that is shared throughout the world.
Okay, so here's the difference between Angie and I. Right here. Angie's like, that's all the love sent around the world. I'm thinking, what a Hallmark, like, money making. I'm thinking, wow, people are making a lot of money.
What a commercialized holiday. That's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. And Angie's like, so much love. I'm all so much money. That's what's happening here. It's the man. He's charging us for love now.
Well,
Okay.
speaking of men tend to spend more money on Valentine's Day than women.
Oh, that is a happy fact.
Yeah, as it should be. They actually spend twice as much on Valentine's Day as women. So that's nice.
I think there should be a men podcast on the stress that guys go through trying to come up with a good Valentine's. Because it's on them, usually.
So men usually tend to buy flowers more often and women buy cards, which there's the financial shift right there. Flowers at Valentine's Day are expensive. Cards are like $5. Especially if you're like sending a card
That's
to like
right.
your grandma or your aunt or a friend. So women kind of do more of the cards. Again, Andie wants to talk about the commercialization of Valentine's. That's where it's at. And men
I
are
do.
like, here's
I do.
12 dozen roses. So there's that.
And jewelry. I feel like guys are more apt to give or prone to give jewelry, which is appreciated.
Yes.
Whereas guys aren't like, you know what I really want for Valentine's Day? I really want a new this or that. So we won't talk about what guys want for Valentine's Day. We're going to move on right now.
Valentine's Day is a big holiday for candy, which we all know. Over 1 million boxes of chocolate are given each year for Valentine's Day. Oh, here we go. Richard Cadbury, he was the person back in the 1800s who was the first person to make chocolates for Valentine's Day. So we have Richard Cadbury to thank for all those chocolates that we're getting on Valentine's Day. Isn't that amazing? It starts with one person.
That's
one
amazing.
idea, one person, and now it's kind of standard. Everybody's getting chocolate.
So what do you think Richard Cadbury's thoughts were when he was making chocolates for Valentine's Day? Was he thinking everybody needs to get chocolate, or was he thinking like, I need to make money, another way to make money? I got it. Chocolates for Valentine's Day. I'm just throwing that out there hypothetically.
This is just typical Andie, raining on my Valentine's Day parade.
You guys, if you're not watching on YouTube, there's so many moments where I see Angie's face where I'm like, she's like, why am I even talking to her?
No, this is great. This is great.
We need balance.
Yes. No, I agree. 8 billion conversation hearts are manufactured each year. Because people like candy and chocolate. That's it. Not because someone's trying to make a profit.
Not because they want to make money. Okay, I really do enjoy conversation hearts. They are chalky. They're not very tasty, but they're fun.
Now they have some newer ones that are good. Like the sweetheart ones.
Oh.
Those ones actually taste pretty good.
Oh.
Some of those. They've kind of like upped their game a little bit. 250 million roses are grown just for Valentine's Day. I should not have read that. I know exactly what you're thinking right now. That literally proved your point.
I'm thinking, I'm just so happy that people get roses. There's finally a day where everyone can get a rose. That's all I'm thinking.
Right. Each flower has a meaning. Did you know that? Red roses symbolize love, which, that tracks. Deep pink symbolizes happiness. Purple symbolizes loyalty, and white is sincerity. Isn't that nice?
Aww.
So you could give your friend like a pink and purple rose or pink and purple flowers, for happiness and royalty. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Just don't be weird and give them red ones. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's going to send the wrong message, everyone. We've saved your Valentine's again.
Or white,
You're
like I
welcome.
sincerely am thankful for your friendship. Okay, Andie has to plug her ears. I don't want to read this because now it's going to be ruined.
I've ruined all the facts, the fun facts. I've ruined them all for Angie. I'm only going to say positive things.
I literally found
From
these
here on
facts
out.
and was so excited. Like, oh my gosh, all this love and appreciation and kindness and thankfulness. Now I'm totally thinking of it a different way.
You guys, it's like I've ruined something for her heart.
For my candy heart.
On Valentine's Day for her conversation heart.
Okay. Hallmark.
Just say it. Hallmark, they're just all philanthropy. Hallmark, they just tell me more about Hallmark.
I don't want to. Never mind. No, I've already started this. Hallmark prints
You have to.
more than 1,400 Valentine's Day card designs. This is designs only. So that way there's an option for everyone.
They're just all about loving people, making sure everybody gets the right card. It's just they're philanthropists at heart. They just give and give. And on Valentine's, they want you to feel special. I get it.
I'm not giving
Thank you,
you a
Hallmark.
white flower for sincerity. What's the flower for
As long as
sarcasm?
I don't get a red one. I know. That one's like green or something.
I'm sending you that today.
I don't know if I want your conversation heart you're going to send me.
I think you're great. That's the one I'm giving you.
You're great.
Buddies.
Great, Andy. Buddies.
Pals. Remember the pals one? Growing up, like the conversation
Yes.
part that said pals. It was,
Those went to all the boys in the class. Like if it was buddies, pals, it was,
Yeah.
hey, hi.
it was just awkward.
Okay.
Okay, the last one I have, which has nothing to do with commercialization, thank you, Andy, is
Did these have anything to do with commercials? I can't even say it. That's how sarcastic I'm being. I can't even say it.
oh my gosh.
Okay. I want to hear the last fact. I'm ready.
In Finland, February 14th is better known as the Day of Friends. So rather than expressing romantic love, friends show their affection for one another by exchanging gifts or meeting up to spend time together. And for our Mother Funny tribe, we are wishing you a happy Day of Friends.
Aw, I love that.
Yes.
Thank you, Finland.
They're leading the way. I totally agree with that whole idea.
Fin friends. That's what I'm going to call it. Fin friends.
Will you be my Finn friend after I forgive you for ruining my Valentine's Day?
After you forgive me, yes, I'll be your Finnest friend. Aw, those are great facts. I love chocolate. I love flowers. I think that's amazing. And I like Cadbury.
Who doesn't?
I really do.
Well, when I think of Cadbury,
I
I think
know.
more of Easter.
Easter.
So it was surprising that it
Yeah.
was for Valentine's Day. And we're not going to talk about Easter and Cadbury eggs because, you know, we're just not going to.
It's all about the resurrection of Jesus with those Cadburys. It's all that they're about. Yes, this is a total side note. I was at a reading story time with my grandson, and there were these moms from Europe, like they were British moms sitting around like after story time, just slamming American chocolate, just saying how disgusting it was. They're like, I can't really do it, but they're like, oh, I tried a Reese's, disgusting. I had a Kit Kat, blah. But they like, because they come from the land of Cadbury and fancier, nicer chocolates, but they were not fans. American chocolate was like garbage to them, but their Cadbury was excellent.
Really? Because
So-
Reese's is one of the main things we have. Like, America owns Reese's. We're like, yeah,
Give us Reese's.
Buttercup.
You
or
could buy
whatever.
Reese's Hearts.
Come on.
Reese's has such a heart to love people that they make hearts specifically for Valentine's Day. It's just out of the goodness of their heart. They do it to love people so that people can have Reese's peanut butter hearts. And they love Santa so much. They make Santa ones at Christmas. They give.
She's trying to
All
make
these
me feel
people, they
better.
give.
She's trying to backtrack is what she's doing.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, okay. So, this amazing holiday that is so much fun and that you have the best shirt for. What are some tips and tricks? Oh, no. First, I want to talk about, what do moms really want? What do they really want?
This is an honest list. I compiled a few lists together to make this one. Okay? This is legit. And I know you are going to agree with my very first one. And this was the top one on a few of the lists. Okay? Because moms plan the parties, they attend the school parties, they help with the Valentines, they help create the Valentines, they help the kids look through Pinterest. Moms do all the things that we've mentioned, right? So when it comes to Valentines, you know what they want on Valentine's Day? Sleep.
What?
They would love to sleep in, but they know that's not happening because of all the kids' activities they have to do. So maybe even a nap.
Yes.
But it's that idea of like sleep where the house is quiet. So if people are home like, hey, Dad, go take the kids and do a fun activity with them at the park. So that way moms could just sleep and just relax.
That would be better than flowers. Like, hey, I didn't buy flowers. And you know what? Dads, they love to save the money too. So instead of buying something fancy, have your plan to take the kids out somewhere for a couple hours. Give them 2 hours. Can you imagine? 2
That
hours.
actually could be a win-win because then it could be like, hey, you guys, you're going on a date with your dad and you're going to go hang out with your dad and then they're going to feel special and they're going to be excited and they're going to spend like that quality time with their dad and they're going to learn, just even more about like being thankful and appreciative and, thoughtful towards others, because they're spending that time with their dad and having fun and a fun activity. And all the mom has to do is just sleep. I mean, that 100% was perfect. Second thing all moms really want for Valentine's Day, they want to wake up to a clean house where the laundry's put away, the dishwasher is empty. They just want everything to be clean. And that doesn't cost money either, Andie. Take that.
Yes. Take that, commercialized. Take that, Mr. Hallmark. Yes, I love it. I think that, clean house. You guys, okay, somehow this needs to get to the men because apparently men aren't our demographic. We have a few. But we need to get this out there. Like, this is how you can hit a home run on Valentine's Day. Knock it out of the park. Just clean house and a nap. That's all we want.
So easy. And it's free.
Yeah.
The next one, a night out. So this could be like a date night out with your spouse, which we talked about in the past, because that doesn't really happen when you have young kids. Apparently when you have older kids, that happens all the time.
That's your whole life. That's all you do.
This also could be like a Galentine's Day night, which we had talked about in the other podcast. Some people say like, oh, they could have a night out with their family. I don't think moms really want a night out with their family on Valentine's Day. I think they'd rather either have a night out with their spouse or with their friends. I mean, let's be honest. If this is what moms truly want. Like, we've spent the day with our kids at school with them. No? Let's have it like 2 hours.
Yeah, like I could see not wanting to make dinner. So maybe ordering dinner, but even taking kids to a restaurant, it's a lot of work. So just ordering food in.
Yeah, that's fine. Especially if there's like a wait. Like you talked about, like restaurants are so busy. So then they have to wait. Yeah. Then you're finally there. And if you have little ones, like they can only sit still for about 7 minutes. And after that, your whole night is spent trying to entertain them. Or, like when they're young and you're outside walking around and it's cold outside, but you have to be outside walking around with your toddler because they won't sit in the seat. Like, no mom wants that for Valentine's Day. She doesn't. So, definitely ordering in if you're going to do that, 100%. The next one, obviously, every mom wants something cute from her kids, which schools do this a lot. Like, especially the preschools, they create the little craft.
I love it. That's the best. I still, if my adult children would just, make me a handprint card or something. I don't know. Make whatever like that. I would treasure it.
Okay.
I would treasure it.
I don't know how to get this to Caleb, but what if him and Kaylin had handprint because like they're engaged. Like if they did a handprint card for you, that would be
like with it. Can you make it a heart?
That would be so cute. You're like son and future daughter-in-law, like their handprints. That actually would be really cute.
That would be okay. So tip and trick. This is what to tell your engaged children that you want for Valentine's Day.
Yes. A massage. Obviously, moms want a massage. So if you want to do like a spa day with your friends or like a couples massage or just go by yourself because you want to be quiet, go ahead. Yeah. Pampering. That could be anything from like a manicure, pedicure, get your hair done, all of that kind of stuff. Moms would love that. Or if there's not enough time, even a gift card. Like if the significant other, the spouse or the husband or whatever, just give them a gift card to like a nail salon that then the mom can use it another time. Like that's awesome. Like I would much rather get a gift card to like a nail salon than flowers because flowers die.
Yes.
And yeah, those nails are going to get chipped, but come on. For like 2 days, they're going to look great.
They're going to look amazing for a couple days. Yes, 100%. Yes. I think these are great ideas.
This one, I'm going to say moms who have younger kids want this one. Okay, it sounds like Andie and her glorious life that she's living. This won't mean anything to her. So, Andie, go back. Think back to when you were a mom with young kids. Okay. What would you really want? Mm-hmm. Free time on Netflix. Moms just want like half a day or a full day where they can watch whatever they want on the TV. They're not interrupted. They're not watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Drinking their coffee, or maybe they're actually like eating ice cream alone without a kid saying like, can I have some? Can I have some? Can I have some? Like to just sit there and like watch what you want while eating whatever it is you want to eat and not be interrupted. That sounds magical. Like this one actually seems too good to be true. Like I don't see this happening in my life. So like I aspire to be there, but Andie, this is her like regular everyday life.
Well, that sounds amazing to me too. I don't have kids, but I have a husband who works from home who has different tastes than me. So yes, I can't do that either, but it sounds amazing. You know how like moms, and I know you know this because of the whole Gilmore's Girls thing. There's like a period of time where they have no idea what's on TV or like what everyone's watching. They've never heard of certain shows or movies. And it's the kid years, like the younger kid years. They miss out. They're like, that movie came out? What's that? We're like, yeah, everybody saw it. You're like, what? I didn't even know it existed. Do they have actors who are adults that are not in costume or cartoons? Is that a thing?
I've heard of something like that at one point.
I've seen Paw Patrol, the movie. I've seen all the Grinches. I don't know.
Okay, tip or trick, which I wish I would have done this when I had younger children, especially when they were like babies and you don't have time to watch anything. I mean, there's that time when you're nursing, when you're literally watching TV like around the clock as you're nursing, but then after that, you don't have any time. I wish I would have put like in my phone under notes a list of movies that eventually I want to see. Because there are movies where I'm like, I know I wanted to see that. And I go back and I'm like, oh, that thing was like 12 years old, like that came out 12 years ago, but I've forgotten about it. Like I wish like for young moms or moms with young kids, like totally just make a list, because that time in your life when you eventually do have time to watch a movie, go back and watch those movies, which are now considered old and classics.
All the classics.
Watch the classics from 14 years ago.
Yes. No, that's such a good idea. I know my friend for Christmas made a movie watch list, and then she shared it in her notes app with all of us, and we could add movies. And yeah, you should have a mom friend list. Yes. We're like, okay, here are the movies that are coming out that we want to see someday.
Yes.
Let's remember.
That could be the Valentine's Day. And then every year they do that. Like that's the Valentine's Day tradition. So once a year they got to watch a movie with a friend, eating ice cream and popcorn.
Yes, we've solved it. We've saved it. You guys are welcome.
Okay, just two more super easy ones. Manage the house. Right? Moms take care of the majority of the household management, right? Even if like both parents work outside the home, a lot of that falls on the mom. So like maybe the spouse could spend some time meal planning or cleaning or grocery shopping or organizing. Or if you're like, the spouse is like, but I want to give you a gift, make a coupon. Because you know what? Those moms are going to use those coupons of like one day of organizing. There you go, that they could use at another time. And then the last one, obviously, is the simple things. Like little things do matter. Chocolate and flowers, all the cards, just to say, hey, you're appreciated, you're loved. Like moms still want that. We want all of these. We want all 10 of these is what we want. Like we're not being selfish. We're just like letting you know. To all the men out there, this is our public service announcement.
How do we get this to all the men? You know, we're going to call this episode Sports Talk with Andie, and we need a guy name that sounds like Angie. I don't know.
I would say Andy, but that's already taken.
Angelo. Andie and Angelo. And
Sports Talk. I love it. I know. Super Bowl analysis. Because men will click on
with Andie and Angelo. Yes. Yes. and then you just set this clip. Then we'll just make a clip. We'll call it Sports Talk with Andie and Angelo.
And we'll like tag it to like Fox Sports and to like the PGA channel.
And ESPN. Yes. Oh, you guys.
The wrestling channel. Is there car racing going on right now? What are the sports? Baseball? Has that started?
And maybe like they won't, like they'll be so confused as the guys are listening that it'll be like at least 5 in before they're like, wait a minute.
They haven't mentioned the Super Bowl once.
Maybe if we start out, like we need to re-record and start it off with, you know what, Travis Kelce should get Taylor Swift for Valentine's Day. Do you know what? I'm not as good with the 49ers. I can't think of their people. Anyway, we could make it all.
Oh, we should just create a whole separate clip. And then we'll like attach this clip to that clip. That's what we're going to do.
Like we'll start like the headline will be like the most important information you need to hear about this year's Super Bowl.
No, the Super Bowl already happened. Like highlights.
Oh, that's right.
Andie and Angelo's important highlights from the Super Bowl. I don't know. We'll work on the title.
It's gonna, if any of you can help us out there, get it out there. We're trying to help you.
Okay, are you gonna wear a 49ers jersey when we do that re-record? Or are you gonna wear a Kansas City jersey? Because we have to be dressed for the part. Like I already have Lord of the Rings happening. You know?
Yeah.
And
I think I'm gonna wear
wait. Mother Funny Tribe, look, got a new one. Gone in 60 seconds.
I didn't even notice that. With Nicolas Cage.
Joe Dirt. Sorry. Gone in 60 seconds. So my room looks the part for that podcast that we're going to do.
Yes. Like you could start like, we'll camera angle into Lord of the Rings and the Gone in 60 seconds and then we'll pan out. And we're all in pink talking about what to get your wife for Valentine's Day. It's going to happen. We got to make this happen. We're out of time.
Okay, but we should encourage the moms because moms, you're doing a really good job. Like Valentine's is a lot. It's a lot on moms.
It is a lot. You guys, you've done all the fun things. You've made sure that your kids get all of the Valentines out. Their boxes are done. The daddy-daughter dates and whatever. All the parties, all the sugar you help the kids come down from, all the crafts, projects. Good job. Good job.
Well, and part of why moms are doing this, and I think this is something to kind of mention also, is because like, why are moms investing so much in Valentine's Day, which originally was created to be like a romantic holiday, but now it's more about appreciating people in your life or people that you love. And the reason why moms are doing this is kind of to show kids that the real meaning is about being kind to one another, celebrating individuals for who they are, even with their differences, and to kind of explain like this is about sharing love for all people. It doesn't have to just be for your romantic interest. Like that's why there are all those like school parties and stuff, you know, and that reminding kids that like gifts can come in other ways besides just being wrapped. Right? It could be like a random act of kindness. It could be words of encouragement. It doesn't only have to be the gifts, you know, or just the candy, right? Like to do a random act of kindness. A lot of families do that actually on Valentine's Day. Like they leave like a vase with flowers and like a special note on like a family friend's door.
That's so
or like if they go
amazing.
to a senior citizen home. Man, now my algorithm is going to go up to senior citizens again.
Perimenopause, gray hair.
But to like do
No, I
something
love
kind,
it.
especially for senior citizens. You know, Grandma Vance would have liked that. She worked for Meals on Wheels.
She did. It's Grandma Vance time, Grandma Lona.
But just to really talk with kids about the meaning behind Valentine's Day and like why some of these gifts or why we're doing this is just to express to people in our life that they're important, that we appreciate them, and that they are loved and valued, and to kind of talk your kids through that a little bit, because sometimes as moms it's so easy to like go through the motions, but then to explain to kids more about that, but then also for moms to say like, good job, like you are doing this and you are showing your kids like different ways for them to learn how to appreciate other people or their friends or their teachers or, you know, even staff at the school.
I love it. All that reminded me of, you know, in Charlie Brown Christmas special where Linus gets up and talks about the true meaning of Christmas. Like Angie just got up with her little blanket and talked about the true meaning of Valentine's Day. It was beautiful and I love it. Yes, forget the commercialism. It's about loving other people, teaching your kids to love other people. That's amazing. Okay, well, we're going to have to sign off from our very important sports podcast today.
Thanks for joining us, all you
guys.
Go have a hearty breakfast.
What?
You know how
that's what guys are all doing today.
Those like hearty breakfast commercials. They always say hearty, but then it's Valentine's, so it's hearts too.
Hearty. Oh my gosh. Some advertising company is going to want to snatch us up because of the brilliance. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're welcome, everyone.
Happy Valentine's
Like
Day.
us, share us. Happy Valentine's Day.
We love
Bye.
you.
We love you. 143. All right. That's all we have time for today. We got to wrap it up, unfortunately. But just remember, you might think you're doing just okay, but we think you're doing really great.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope you have a great Mother Funny day. Please like and share our podcast.
But please don't tell our moms.